Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to In Spiritual Journey, or Tarot. I used to be. I switched it to Journey. We are going to get your message, a tarot message, and this is going to be your frequency and some opportunities coming in and some advice just to see what's going on. This is going to be from now until like the first full week of July. So we're going to go ahead and get the energy. Remember, this is a general reading, so it's for all the signs, the whole collective sign of Sagittarius. So it may or may not resonate. So please take what resonates and let go of what doesn't. Okay? So let's just put a little message out to the universe and spirit, asking them to please bring in the best message for the sign of Sagittarius, what we need to know and hear at this time. And we want to thank them, Spirit and universe, for all the blessings you send us, all the support, the guidance, and the wisdom. All right, with that being said, I already pre-shuffled your oracle, and then we're going to go ahead and I have 6 tarot decks here, so we're going to go ahead and clarify, all right? So the first thing you have is unfinished symphony. Unfinished symphony, there's something that wasn't closed. So something's kind of left dangling out there. So you didn't get the closure that you wanted. So something is unfinished. It could be a relationship. It could be something, an answer that you wanted, but there's something that was unfinished. It could even be your energy where you didn't complete something, but there's some kind of unfinished symphony. Symphony is kind of like an orchestrated thing. So I feel like for most of you, it's going to be about a relationship or something like that, that just, you know, it didn't go well, it ended, and then there was no closure. We got a message in a bottle, though. So this is more about spirit and the universe sending you messages, you know. So be aware that you are receiving messages, signs and synchronicities. You, if you're paying attention, great. But sometimes us humans want to overlook that or just take it as chance. But there is messages and signs and synchronicities coming in. Could be even in your dreams. You could be getting messages through your dreams, a random person we run into, or whatever. So there's some messages coming in. And then we have thinker. So this, I feel, is your energy, you know, thinking about things, evaluating things, stuff like that. So you could be thinking about whatever this thing you didn't get closure on. You could be, but I don't see Sagittarius just forgetting about life and focusing on that. But sometimes we do get in that obsessed way. I'm a fire sign, and I've been like that too. And when we can't get something off our mind, it takes over control of us, right? So this could be just random times you're thinking about it, or always wondering why it ended the way it did, or why you didn't get closure, or maybe about that person or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and clarify these with the tarot. So let me just put them over here to the side. All right, so let's go ahead and start. Let's start with this deck. We're going to go ahead and see what frequency is around you, or you're in, what you need to be in, whatever wants to come up here. So we're just going to do this, get some cards, use the intuition, get the guidance from spirit and the universe. For Sagittarius at this time, please. What is coming in for Sagittarius? Okay. All right, so we have the 6 of Wands. So success and victory, though. So you are doing really well. Yeah, look at this, 3 of Swords. This is pain. Somebody like breaking our heart, right? So whatever this closure is, it could have really kind of broke your heart, but you are succeeding. You're determined to get through this and be successful. You're working on yourself, whatever. So this is success. So the frequency right now is success. It could even be this energy here that you're sitting in with this not closure, things not being closed. You are handling it well. I feel like the universe and spirit are telling you, you know, for what you've been through, you're handling it really well. You know, you're doing it. You're managing to get through it. You're not letting it stop you for your dreams, your abundance, living your life. So I love that energy for you. All right. So now we are going to get the opportunities. Let's get an opportunity. What are the opportunities coming in for Sagittarius? Let's see opportunities coming in for Sagittarius, please. Opportunities for the sign of Sagittarius at this time. All right. So that frequency of success, you know, it's saying that you have the ability to be successful. And a lot of times things that happen to us can make us stronger and wiser, and we can use that as a catalyst. So I love that energy as well. And then we got, what else we got coming in? All right. Okay. So on the bottom, we have this Death, which is a Scorpio card, but this is all about letting things go and transformation. So I feel like that's basically what you're doing. You're working on yourself, letting things go, trying to analyze the situation with that thinking mind of yours, and you're just trying to work through things and move forward, even if you don't get closure, right? So we have the Page of Swords. We also have the Four of Swords. So this is all that thinking energy, right? But we do have the Five of Wands, which is competition and conflict and things like that. So there could be in your life, maybe someone's competing with you or trying to be in this conflict with you, and you're just kind of like resting, taking care of yourself, thinking things through, trying to figure things out. Again, the Page of Swords is it can be a younger energy, but this is, new beginnings as well. So, I feel you're thinking of ways to move forward. Like, how can you do things differently so this doesn't happen again, right? And it looks like I don't know if you're avoiding the conflict or competition, but this is also, you are kind of doing your own thing. You're trying to rest, you're in your mind, and you're kind of like not letting this get to you too much. But there is some competition or conflict around you, and it could be the reason that something didn't have closure as well. So take that as it resonates. I also feel like this page could be somebody that's immature around you. Could be an air sign, it doesn't have to be. So we're going to go ahead and get some other cards here. All right, so let's go ahead and get some general energy. The general energy for Sagittarius. General energy for Sagittarius at this time, please. General energy. Okay. We do have a Chariot coming through, so it could be a Cancer as well. All right. On the bottom, we have the Six of Wands. There's that success. Something is trying to come in for you, success. You're like determined to not let anything stop you and move forward. Whatever this is that's trying to compete with you, didn't have closure, broke your heart, you are rising above that. Even though it stings and hurts, you're trying to not let that persuade your situation. You're determined to be successful here. All right, so we do have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving away from that conflict and competition into more tranquil, calmer water. So it looks like this is what your general energy is. You're not playing the drama game. You're not competing. You're just like moving forward. You're like, whatever. I'm not competing with you. I'm not going to go down that road. I don't want the drama. We do have the Chariot because you're motivated and have this willpower to move forward. You're not letting things stop you anymore. So whatever this energy is where there wasn't closure, I feel like it could have been someone who was just maybe petty or envious, and they had some kind of issue with you where there wasn't really closure, but you're just walking away from it. You were thinking like, I don't have to have the last word. I know what I want, and I'm not, you already broke my heart. I'm not dealing with it anymore. And you do have the Nine of Wands, but you have been through a lot, right? This is going through a lot of stuff, but you're still standing and still wiser. You might be beaten down from it, but you're still doing well. All right. Because you're determined to be successful again. All right, so now we're going to do something you don't see coming. What's something that you don't see coming in, all right? Let's see. What don't you see coming? Might be a little surprise here. Let's see. What's coming in that you don't see for Sagittarius? All right, Sag. All right. What's coming in for you that you don't see? Something coming in that you don't see. Okay, we have the King. Sorry, that tapping is. Wishbone, watch her down. She's so like energetic or something. I don't know what she's doing. All right. So we have the King of Wands, the Five of Wands. There's that damn competition again. And then the Justice. Okay. On the bottom, we have the happiness on the bottom. So there is this underlying happiness, radiating your light, things like that. Things being illuminated. So something could be coming in that's going to be illuminated. We have this King of Wands. Wands is all about the fire signs. So this is usually more a Leo card, but you're a fire sign as well. So this king, he is on his throne. He doesn't let, the little peons You know, the little servants and stuff mess with him. You know, he's like, okay, they're going to have their little bickering and their little childish ways, but I am here. I'm king on the throne, right? So this is you know, being the leader of your life, doing what you want, not caring what people think. You know, this is somebody that's very passionate and creative and very assertive and goes after what they want, right? We do have this justice, so this could be karma. This is things balancing out and working out what's the good and fair of everybody. So even though you might have got hurt or somebody did something sneaky to you or you know, competed with you or was jealous or petty or ghosted you, whatever happened, this is karma and balance coming back in. So this could have been a karmic lesson for you. It could be a karmic partner that you were dealing with, but there's some kind of karmic energy around this, and this is going to work out in your favor. So you not competing, you not stooping to their level, this is going to work out in your favor. You know, that's why it's a very good idea not to participate or go back and get revenge and things like that, because it's going to come back, karma's going to come back and bite us in the ass because we're playing that same petty game. So this is you having this karma come in. So we might not see it because it might be later down the road, but they'll get their karma, right? Because there's still some competition here. So this is coming in from where you don't see it. So I feel like even somebody might even get a little more lower because you're not responding. You know how people get when you don't respond? They want to pull out all the stakes and come after you in a different way. So be cautious with that, all right? Just remember that, you know, if you stoop to their level or try to get revenge or, you know, getting back into your ego stuff, you're going to have this come back on you. So you don't want to do that. So, you know, just the best thing to do with people that come at you is sometimes if you just ignore them or act like it doesn't bother you, that bothers them a lot more because they're trying to get a reaction out of you, right? Okay, so now we are going to get some advice. Which cards haven't I used? Let's get some advice, and then we'll clarify all these cards, okay? Advice from your spirit guides, spirit, the universe. Oh, yeah. Just do you. Keep shining that light, baby. All right. So we have a couple of different cards here. Let's see. All right. Look at that. Yeah, see? It's being acknowledged here that this is a karmic lesson. The wheel is turning, and you know, if we stoop back down to their level or we want to compete or play those little games, we're going to go fall back on this wheel, and then we're going to be repeating it. It's like going back and forth, back and forth. So, you know, this wheel is turning. A new cycle is coming in, something more aligned and better for you, right? So this is letting you know that this is just a cycle. You know, it was to build your character, build your wisdom and your courage and your strength, and to let you know that what things you don't want in your life, right? So we do have the sun, so that's beautiful coming in. So the universe and spirit guides are telling you, you know, be happy, radiate your life, the light. Don't let this, whatever this incident is, or these people playing these games, stop you. All right. Don't focus on what has the losses you had or how it didn't work out. Focus more on the things that you do have in your life. Be grateful. The universe loves somebody that's grateful. So you have to focus on that and not let these people come in and mess with your mind, and you start thinking in your emotions and start thinking about like, woe is me, I had spilled 3 cups. No, you have 2 cups standing, right? And then we have that magician coming in. So there's abundance coming your way. Whatever this situation is, you know, the universe was kind of moving them out of your way. Sometimes that's what happens. If you're aligned on the wrong path and you're putting out your good intentions and you have a good heart and all that, you know, the universe is going. And sometimes, see, that's the thing. When things aren't going right and people just keep staying in that cycle, staying with that person, and it's toxic as hell, they are messing with their own karma and their cycle of life and moving forward in their abundance, basically, because you're repeating the same thing over and over. The universe keeps giving you that message and you don't listen. So there is abundance coming in. The spirit guides and the universe are telling you that, you know, so keep shining your light. Happiness and abundance is coming in, and even from the situation, right? Just, you know, don't get into that woe is me, I spilt my cups, you know, this happened to me. Don't let your ego or your thoughts slip down in that, because you are in your thinking mode here. All right, because you had a success. You had that come up a couple times too. So you have this competition, you have success. So, excuse me. So I think also too, there's people around, whether it's this person that you didn't get closure from or their friends or other people outside. They're competing with you because some people don't want other people to be successful because they don't want to do the work and they feel miserable. So they're going to bash on everybody that's successful or doing the work. So just remember that, all right? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and clarify. So let's go ahead and clarify this Six of Wands, which is your frequency of the success. Success. Let's clarify the frequency of success. Not that that needs to be clarified, right? But I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. So we have the Empress, yes. So this success, your frequency, this is big time telling you to trust that intuition. You know, don't dismiss it. Don't doubt it. Whatever your intuition, that gut feeling you're having, go for it. Because it's going to be successful, all right? Yes. You know, and also make sure you take care of yourself. Don't let yourself get burnt out or you're dragging and you can't have the motivation to do it, because you did have that Chariot earlier, which is motivation. You know, don't push yourself too hard where you aren't taking care of yourself as well. So make sure you take care of yourself. Tap into your creativity, because there could be something that your creativity could bring abundance in, as well as trust that gut, all right? Okay, so now we're going to get into your opportunity. This opportunity coming in. This Page of Swords, I feel like the Page of Swords will be an opportunity as well, is you're going to get some kind of great idea, burst of creativity, something like that, that's going to be coming in by doing all this thinking and regeneration and contemplating. You're going to get it coming in if you just avoid this competition, all right? And don't compete with yourself either, all right? So let's go ahead and get this. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is saying to, you know, with this coming in, this opportunity with the, you know, creative idea you're getting, if you contemplate and avoid the competition, you know, take it slow, be methodical, and plan things out. Take one step at a time. Don't try to rush anything, because, you know, us fire signs want to rush into things quick. You know, we want to burn fast, and that will either burn us out, or we'll get tired of it, or, you know, we might miss something. So make sure you're taking slow, steady steps, being methodical, and planning things out, all right? See, grounded energy, all right? Okay, so now we are going to get this general energy. General energy of the Six of Swords, moving away from turbulence and chaos, the motivation and willpower with the Chariot, as well as, you know, yes, you've persevered, you've been through a lot, but you are standing, you're wiser and stronger for it. So let's get that. All right. General energy. Clarify. Ooh, okay. Wow. All right. Keep going the floor. So, general energy. You know, look at the big picture, see things from a different perspective. You know, don't close your mind off. If you have like one thing set in your mind, like this is what I'm going to do, and this is how it's going to go, and nothing's going to change my mind. Be open, because you are receiving signs and synchronicities, and you could be getting some downloads and some information with that creativity of yours. And you might want to dismiss it, because we don't want to be in this narrow-mindedness where it's one way or the highway, you know, what is that? My way or the highway? Be open, because there's going to be ideas and information coming into you. Have that open mind, see things in a different perspective, okay? Because there's more than one way to do something, right? Go deep and really do some reevaluation on what you want and what you want to accomplish and things like that, okay? All right, and you might need to collaborate with other people as well, because we do have a team. So there could be, like I said, don't be closed-minded. A lot of people have gifts that, you know, might be able to do something better than we can, and you might be missing it. So stay open-minded with that, okay? Yeah, because we have the Knight of Swords on the bottom. See, rushing in, taking action quick. So I feel like something's going to be moving in quick. You have to take the slow, steady steps, right? And be open-minded, hear people out, listen to different ideas, research, things like that. Plan it out, and then something will be, this abundance or whatever is going to be moving in quick, okay? All right, so now, let me move these over here. So now we are going to get something that you might not be aware of. So we have this extra competition coming in, something you're not aware of, this karma at play, as well as that King of Wands, being courageous, going for what we want, things like that. So I feel like even you are going to kind of shock yourself because, there could be some competition coming in and you're going to be prepared. So it's going to be like shocking, it's going to be surprising, and the universe is going to love it and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and get what else is coming in with this, something you're not aware of. It could be like this person comes back that you didn't have closure with and you're not expecting it. So don't let that set you off too much, all right? All right, so here we have the Strength. So it could be a Leo. But again, realize that you have the inner will, the inner strength that you might not even realize. You're stronger than you know. So this, with it not being expected, I feel like you're going to have to tap into this and you're going to surprise yourself. And you're going to be proud of yourself and patting yourself on the back. You got this, okay? Let's see what's on the bottom. Yeah. Say, look, I think it's going to be a little scary and worrisome and you're going to be anxious about it, but I think you got it. You got it. You're going to go for it. You're not going to let that stop you because you've worked too hard for this. You're not going to do it. And I feel like there might be this energy too, as like kind of like, we get, and somebody tells us we can't do something or they treat us badly and we're like, watch me now. How do you like me now? That might be some of it too, and I get it because I'm a fire sign. So, all right, so now we are going to get this advice with the abundance coming in. The universe and spirit are telling you to shine your life and light and don't illuminate and don't focus on what you've lost. Look more on what you have, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get that energy. All right. Yes. See? Yes, you just went through a cycle. Don't let that hold you back. It was meant to happen that way because you got stronger for it. You learned some lessons. You know what you're made of. And this wheel is turning. And it's going to turn in your favor. But you can't go back into that competing with other people and beating yourself up, trying to get revenge, and focusing on what you lost and playing victim. You can't do that. You got to stay strong, all right? And then on the bottom, look at that. So deep revelation again. So definitely do that this weekend if you can. Do some deep diving into what you want, what's happened, and how it's made you better. What triggers you so you can know when it comes along. Like these people come up because people like to push our buttons, but you want to be prepared so you won't react, right? Give them the satisfaction of that because you got this, Sagittarius, okay? So that is your message. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe and have a good weekend. Take care.